Tiger Woods' parents, Kultida Woods and Earl Woods, met on a Bangkok U.S. Army base in the late 1960s. Tiger Woods has amassed millions of fans throughout his illustrious career, but there's two supporters who have been there for the pro golfer through it all: his parents Earl and Kultida Woods. Woods' parents were married for 37 years until Earl died in May 2006 at their home in Cyprus. Kultida died nearly 2 decades later in February 2025 at the age of 81. Earl and Kultida first met in the 1960s amid the Vietnam War. As a soldier in the U.S. Army Special Forces, Earl was deployed to the same base in Thailand where Kultida, née Punzawat, worked as a secretary. The pair quickly fell in love, and, smitten with the Green Beret, Kultida followed Earl back to New York, where they married before settling down and starting a family in Cypress, California. In 1975, they welcomed their son, future golf superstar Eldrick Tunt Tiger Woods. Fans looked intimately at the golfer's upbringing in HBO's Tiger in 2021. The two-part documentary featured home videos and archived audio, including one of Earl recalling the first time he saw Tiger putt a ball. "When Tiger was 10 months old, I unstrapped him out of his high chair one day and he walked over and hit the ball," Earl recalled. "I said, 'Oh my God, I've got something special.'" Despite growing up with a soldier for a father, Tiger has said it was his mother he was deathly afraid of as a child. "My dad was always the person who would plant seeds and give me encouragement, but also would say things that would fester inside me that wouldn't come to fruition for a while. He was very worldly and deep in his thinking," he told USA Today in 2017. Kultida, on the other hand, was an enforcer, Tiger said. "My dad may have been in the Special Forces, but I was never afraid of him. My mom's still here and I'm still deathly afraid of her. She's a very tough old lady, very demanding. I love her so much, but she was tough." Kultida was a civilian working as a receptionist in the U.S. Army's Bangkok office when her path first crossed with Earl's, per ESPN. Following his impressive career as a collegiate baseball player, the first black man to play in the Big 8 Conference, Earl joined the U.S. Army. The couple turned into a family of 3 when Tiger was born on December 30, 1975. In Vietnam, Earl had bestowed the nickname Tiger on his combat partner, Lieutenant Colonel Nguyen Phuong, for his courage and bravery. Earl decided he would give his son the same nickname. Tiger, in his own way, carried on the nickname tradition with his own family. The pro golfer gave his first child another nickname his father called him growing up, Sam. "We wanted to have a name that would be meaningful to either side of the family, my side or Ellie's side, because she was born the day after Father's Day. It just happened to fit," Tiger told People of his daughter's first name. He explained, "My father had always called me Sam since the day I was born. He rarely ever called me Tiger. I would ask him, 'Why don't you ever call me Tiger?' He says, 'Well, you look more like a Sam.'" In 2009, Tiger doubled down on his mom's instincts on his website, noting, "You should always listen to your mom." Earl published his first book, Training a Tiger, Raising a Winner in Both Golf and Life, in 1997, the same year Tiger won his first Masters tournament. The book is a how-to manual for aspiring golfers with tips and tricks for swinging, posture, balance and mental toughness. Earl also dedicated a portion of the book to sharing his first-hand advice with fellow golf parents. "The saddest thing in competitive athletics is to see an athlete competing because he or she is required to compete, not because they desire to compete," Earl told Golf Digest in 2001. He also had the privilege of his son writing the foreword. "The best thing about those practices was that my father always kept it fun," Tiger wrote. "It is amazing how much you can learn when you truly enjoy doing something. Golf for me has always been a labor of love and pleasure." Earl died on May 3, 2006, from prostate cancer. The announcement came from Tiger himself, who wrote on his website that he was saddened to share the news of his father's death at age 74. Earl was first diagnosed with the illness in 1998. "My dad was my best friend and greatest role model, and I will miss him deeply. I'm overwhelmed when I think of all of the great things he accomplished in his life," Tiger said in the post. "He was an amazing dad, coach, mentor, soldier, husband and friend." He added, "I wouldn't be where I am today without him, and I'm honored to continue his legacy of sharing and caring." On February 4, 2025, Tiger announced that his mother had died that morning in an emotional post on social media. "My mom was a force of nature all her own. Her spirit was simply undeniable. She was quick with the needle and a laugh. She was my biggest fan, greatest supporter. Without her none of my personal achievements would have been possible," he wrote. She was loved by so many, but especially by her two grandchildren, Sam and Charlie. "Thank you all for your support, prayers and privacy at this difficult time for me and my family. Love you, Mom." The news came just 1 week after NBC Sports reported that Kultida had attended Tiger's TGL match in South Florida.